Interceptions are like a filter. What is up, alienARMy? I am Oculus, the alien next door, purveyor of esoteric lore. And on this channel, we discuss everything out of this world. So today's topic, we're going to be diving a little bit into astrology, and I do have another video regarding intercepted houses, so if you want to check that out, feel free to go ahead. But this is just a little bit of an analogy that came to mind the other day, and I figured I would talk about it because
why the fuck not?
If you want to think of a really simple metaphor for what an interception is in the astrological chart, the thing that came to mind for me was like an Instagram filter. What do I mean by this? Now, just to touch a little bit briefly, an interception is basically what happens when there is a celestial body or a point on the natal chart, and the houses, the way that the earth is aligned on the elliptical, there's a little more, I guess, science to it, but basically the way the earth is aligned, depending on your location of birth, you might have interceptions because the earth is not like a perfect circle. It kind of goes like this. It's like it's wider at the equator. So birth charts that I've seen, people that are born like closer to the equator or on the equator, they typically do not have interceptions, whereas if someone is born south of the equator or north of the equator, like, you know, expanding outwards the poles, we have the interceptions going on. And that's just because the houses aren't equal, because the way that the earth is, some shit along those lines. Okay, the way I'll be honest, I fully don't even understand it because I don't do technical shit.
I do channel shit.
But that's basically to give you an idea. So because it's not a perfect circle, and the astrological wheel is in essence a perfect circle, if you look at a birth chart, it is a well-formed circle, then that is why the houses are intercepted, just depending on your location of birth. So I have interceptions in my own chart, and if you do as well, then you might sometimes wonder, how do they fucking function? How do these interceptions operate? So you have a celestial body or a point in your natal chart, and it is, let's say, okay, I'll go for me. I have Venus in Aquarius intercepted by Capricorn. So my Venus is located in house 2. Okay, so Venus is there. The Venus is in Aquarius, but house 2 in my chart is Capricorn. It is not Aquarius, right? Because the interception is going to happen with a sign that is neighbors with the other sign. So Capricorn, Aquarius are next to each other. You get the idea. You know astrology. I have that interception. So what's going to happen in my case, and I have a few other interceptions, but I'm just going to use this one. So what happens is that, and you could have whatever planet, it doesn't have to be Venus, it could be a celestial body, it could be the moon, the sun, it could be your ascendant, your midheaven, those can also be in, your ascendant can be intercepted, an asteroid can be intercepted. It's just, you're going to look at the location of it, and it's going to be in a sign, but the house is going to be different from the sign that that item is posited in your chart. So Venus in the second house, Venus is in Aquarius for me. Second house for me is governed by Capricorn. So now what happens is that Capricorn is going to be the filter. We took a pic, we took a nice motherfucking selfie, and now we are going to imagine that picture that we just took, our selfie, is like Venus, okay? It's Venus in Aquarius. That's what it looks like. That is the picture. That's the selfie that we took. So if we want to look at it as an intercepted by Capricorn, what's going to happen, the filter that is going to automatically go onto that selfie of the Venus in Aquarius is going to be a Capricorn filter. So it's going to change the way that that photo looks. But in astrology, obviously, we're not really,
some people say astrology can determine physical looks. I don't really believe that.
No. Okay, like some traits, like astrology can dictate maybe if someone has like striking eyes, or if they have like a powerful presence, or if they look innocent. But as far as like physical features, someone is gonna have blue eyes if they have this sign on this house. No, come on.
Let's not be stupid here.
When we're talking about astrology in essence here, now we have that Capricorn filter automatically added to my Venus in Aquarius. So that's not changing what the picture is. The picture still is Venus in Aquarius, here I is, but only now the way that it's going to be expressed and the way that it's going to be viewed back is going to be through the filter of Capricorn. So me, for example, Venus and Aquarius are typically, I mean, I am spacey, like a little bit like, you know, I like intellectual stimulation and things like that. Like, yes, that is very much so because that's what it is, but it's going to express itself through the filter of Capricorn. And other motherfuckers, when they're dealing with me in regards to like Venusian activities, they're going to be seeing the Capricorn before they're really getting into the Aquarius energy. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like I'm going to exhibit, I'm going to come off like a Venus in Capricorn, and someone might view me as a Venus in Capricorn, but meanwhile the Aquarius is underneath. It's not changing the Aquarius, but it's just the filter, it's the lens. So we can think of that as any type of interception that's going on. It's going to have a blend of the two. It's going to have what it really is, Venus in Aquarius, that's what it is, that's the placement, but Capricorn gonna be there through the filter. Like, you're not gonna express the Venus in Aquarius without that Capricorn filter, and someone else is not going to recognize the Venus in Aquarius in my personality without that Capricorn filter. So it's very simple if you want to think of it as like a filter. It's not changing what the photo is, right? Because you take a selfie, it's you, the way everything, the background is the same, the fucking clothing, you know, everything, all the items are the same in the photo, but the filter is different. So it's just going to be displayed a little bit differently. It's going to have tinges of the interception on it. Like, you're not going to escape the filter. So when you really get to know someone, you might see beyond the interception, but at face value, this is why, you know, this can get a little trippy here, but at face value, someone is going to notice the interception first when observing you, and the way you express at face value is gonna come through the lens of the filter. So Venus in Aquarius, yeah, okay, that might be how I am, but it's getting intercepted. Like Capricorn, he blocking it. He like, whoa, you gotta get through me first, right? So it's gonna come out of more of a Capricornian type of energy rather than the Aquarius energy right off the bat. And you could, as I said, you can do this with different celestial bodies on the natal chart. So brief example there, if you want to think of interceptions as like an Instagram filter, that's what I got for you. I am Oculus, the alien next door. We will chit chat again soon.